is Rhonda, and I'm also known as the Sparkly One. Today I am teaching you how to knit a scarf, and I also made these little tassels. You could also use beads if you want instead of tassels, or you don't even have to use anything at all. And I just thought it was really fun and added a little bit of flair to the scarf. So if you're a knitter or a beginning knitter, this is the most easy scarf that you can make. It's made with a garter stitch, and it has this eyelet edging, which is super simple to make. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and you don't even need a pattern because it's so repetitive, you can memorize it very easily. I know you're going to enjoy it, and you can make a ton of these as gifts as well. So this is a perfect time to start knitting. These make great stocking stuffers. They make great gifts for anyone who is going through chemo, or anyone who likes to just feel a little bit more cozy in their office. It's not too chunky, so it's really great that you can wear this under your jacket. You could also tighten it up. So if you want it a little higher, up around your neck, you can definitely tighten it up. And it's just super cute and super fun. And you can also take this and just tie it right here and just make it a little bit more layered looking. I love this. It's so cozy and comfy, and this yarn is really nice and soft. And you can make it with any worsted weight yarn. And if you are new to knitting, this is a great beginner project. I've only been knitting for about 6 months, and I kind of created this just because I felt like we all need a little bit more of an easy project so we can give them as gifts. So if you have a little bit of experience with knitting, you're gonna just breeze right through this. So I'm gonna take you step by step on how to knit this really precious little scarf. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, here we go. So I am using this Sweet Roll by Premier Yarns, right there. Oh wait, Premier Yarns, and it is in the color Bubble Pop. It's a size 4, and also you can use a size 9 needle. So look how beautiful these colors are. These just happen to be my most favorite colors ever. White, gray, and pink. I just love it. My whole house pretty much looks like this with a little bit of teal intertwined. I also want to show you these circular needles that I just got about 3 weeks ago. I haven't even used them yet. This is the first time. So here is what they are. They are Love to Knit interchangeable needles, and they come with 3 of these wire. They're plastic, but they're flexible, super flexible, so you don't have to put them in boiling water like the other ones, which I really like. And then also these are interchangeable, so you just take the piece off and put on the size needle that you need to accommodate your project. So this, I guess, would be for a beanie, which I haven't done yet. And I think that would be really fun. That's one of the projects I would like to do. And since I'm a new knitter, I haven't done that many projects, but I'm looking forward to doing more. So this is going to be a scarf, as you can see from the picture in the video. And it is so sweet and beautiful and easy. So I just wanted to show you how to do it. You're going to cast on 4 stitches, just like that. Then you're going to, you can also use straight needles for this, so don't feel like you have to have circular ones. Now, accidentally, I keep using this tail. You don't want to use the tail. You want to use the long yarn that's attached to the yarn ball to yarn over. So if you're a beginner, I know that's something that you'll keep doing, because that's what I was doing. And I've only been knitting for about 6 months, so it still happens to me. You're going to insert from the front to the back, yarn over, and then just knit across. So I need to tighten that up. So you're going to do 4 knit stitches. And if you hear any loud noises in the background, it's because there's some construction going on next door, and it's getting a little loud. And a motorcycle. Okay, then you're going to, there we go with the little saw. So you have 4 here, and then you're going to, okay, so this is what's gonna make it different than your normal patterns. I know it looks strange. So you're gonna put your yarn here, you're going to put it under, and then you're gonna start your knitting. So you're going to knit 2 stitches, just like that. Then you're going to yarn over again, and you're going to knit 2 more stitches. Okay, so if you look on your needles, I know it looks really strange because you have this funky stitch right here, but bear with me, you'll see what it's going to be doing. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stitches. Then you're going to turn it, and at the beginning of each row you're going to do the same thing that we did. So you're going to put this underneath, wrap it around, do a knit stitch. Make sure you pull your yarn tight so it's not all loose and baggy. You're going to knit 2, you're going to yarn over, and you're going to knit all the way across. Okay, so this is where it gets a little weird. So this is the stitch that we yarned over twice at the beginning. So these are going to be a little bit hard to get off and knit. So you have to be careful where you're putting that. Make sure you get it underneath. And then yarn over, knit that one, and knit this one. So it makes a really nice border, but it is a little bit more tricky to do, but you'll get the hang of it. Okay, so then you're gonna turn your work. Okay, at the beginning, you put it underneath, twirl it around, put it back under there. Make sure you have a kind of a tight grip on that so it's not loose and baggy. And you're going to knit 2, 1, 2, yarn over, and knit across. And again, you're going to have that weird stitch at the end, which is a little tough to get because it's wrapped around. So you just kind of have to loosen it up a little bit. Get under there. Like that. And then knit the last one. Okay, this will get a little easier as you go along. Okay, do you see how it's making this design? So it's starting to form these little holes, and we will see how this progresses. It's a little different than what I've seen other people doing, but I love being creative and trying to find out what works and what doesn't, and just creating new patterns. That's what I love about crochet and knitting. You can just do whatever you want. Okay, you're going to do that at the beginning. You're going to knit 2, 1, 2, yarn over, and knit across. So let me do a few rows in so you can see what this looks like, and then we can move on from there. I hope you enjoy this tutorial. I also forgot to tell you that I'm using a size 10 needle. And I also wanted to share this because I ran across this while I was making it. So on this last stitch, you know, the one that I'm talking about that's a little difficult to get under right here, mine went over, this loop went over here, and I almost knitted it like this, but you have to make sure that you go underneath this stitch first before the end, right here. Yeah, I know it's a little complicated, but it just takes a little bit of practice and you'll get the hang of it. Knit that one and then knit this one. And keep your tension because it won't turn out right if you don't. And this is mine so far. I've done, I don't know how many rows. That's like 10 rows maybe. So I'll be back when it's a little bit longer. Okay, here's a small update. This is about, 10 minutes later, but look at, I think it's looking pretty cool. And it's just going to be kind of a long and wide scarf, as you can see. But I just wanted to give you a little pointer if you're having problems with this yarn over thing. So basically you're just laying the yarn on your needle and you're turning it around and under, and then and again around and under. So that's all you do, and then you do it with 2 knits, yarn over and knit across. I'm gonna go sit on the couch with my hubby and watch some Hallmark Channel, and I will be back in 1 hour and I'll show you what this looks like. Have fun, happy knitting. I keep wanting to say happy crocheting because that's mostly what I do. So I'll see you soon. So it's been about an hour and I have this much finished, and I'm really enjoying knitting with this. It's this with these needles and this yarn. It's really, they just glide really nicely and it's just very pleasant. So if you are interested in getting these, I would highly suggest them if you need something new and if it's not out of your budget, because they are $30. So, but you're gonna have them a long time. And I just wanted to show you this. So at the end, if you're having a problem with this stitch, with the last strand of yarn, all you're gonna do is push on it and twirl it a little bit, and then you can open it up and knit. So it's not that difficult to do it as long as you know a little trick on how to do it. So I hope you're enjoying this. So as you can see, this is just a really nice, soft, stretchy yarn, and it's so pretty. I love it. So you're just gonna knit until you find the length that you want. I will let you know how wide mine is when I'm done, and I will be measuring from the width, okay? Because I don't really have any, you could count the stitches here, but I think this is more important, the depth of the scarf. Okay, you guys, I will see you when I get into another hour. This has taken me an hour so far to get to this point. So it's going pretty quickly. So anyway, I'll see you soon. Look how pretty. I love the color changes. They look beautiful. And as you know, anytime you change color, you're gonna have a little bit of a color coming in from the other side. So you can choose to wear it on either side. You're gonna have this white showing on this side, or you're gonna have the gray showing on that side. And this is just so soft and so pretty, and I know you're gonna love it. And let's get to this last row. So I just wanna show you what I did. So I finished with leaving some extra color of gray, because what I don't want to do is get halfway across this row and then change color. I just want to leave it all gray across from one end to the other. So what you're going to do is you're going to fasten off your work. And I don't know how many stitches are on here, but it really doesn't matter because you're just dealing with one skein of yarn, and actually not even a whole skein. So what I'm gonna do with the leftover yarn is I'm gonna make some little tassels that are gonna go on this adorable scarf. So you're gonna wanna save some for the end. And you're gonna have a little bit of leftover anyway, because you don't want this super big. You just wanna wrap it around and make it a simple scarf. I like how it makes this little open area, like a little eyelet stitch maybe. And it's just super pretty, and it goes all the way around, and it's just a delicate border, so it's not something that is too noticeable, but it's just really soft and lovely. So to fasten off, you are going to knit these first 2 stitches. Then you're going to go back into this first stitch and you're going to pull it over the one that's already on the needle. Then you're going to knit the next one and repeat the process. Go back in, carry it over the tip and pull it off. Knit the next one, go back into this first one, pull it over, and that's a bind off. So you're just going to do that all the way across until you get to the other end, and then we're going to add the tassels. Or if you don't want to add the tassels, you can just leave it as is, but just make sure that you weave in your ends. So when I get to the end, I will show you what this looks like. Hope you're enjoying this. Talk to you soon. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to take just, you can have a, like maybe a credit card would work. I do have some cards like this too, which have scripture on them, and they look like, you know, you could probably use that as well. So whatever you have that's somewhere similar to this, I think it's about 2.5 inches. And I'm just going to take this and I'm going to lay that piece right there on the front. And then I'm going to just wrap this 20 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20 times. Just like that. Then I'm just going to cut these 2 pieces to match. I'm going to take another piece of yarn about 10 inches long. Oops. And then I'm just going to lay this underneath right here. Come on out. That's what happens when you get old. Your fingers don't work anymore. And then you're just going to slide it to the top with equal amounts on both sides. You're going to tie it at the top. Just like that with a knot. And then just slide it off. And take your scissors and just cut like that. Okay, then you're going to take one more piece of yarn. Where's the end? And this one's probably about 8 inches. And get this out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to lay it down. Well, actually, I'm going to lay this down first. And then take my little yarn, lay that down. Okay, let's scoot it up so you can see. So it's not even, but that's okay because we're going to trim it. You're just going to tie it into a knot. Actually, you're going to flip it around. It looks like a little ghost. And tie it on the other side. And pull it snug. And then tie it in one more knot. And there you have your little tassel. Like that. Then all you're going to do is trim it to the length that you want. There you go. Okay, and there is your tassel. Now you can take this piece and then tuck it in if you want. Like you could just take your yarn, your hook, and just pull it through to the other side. There you go. So it's not, actually you could do it with both of these. So you don't really know where it starts and stops. Let's see, and take this, pull it through, put it on the inside so you can hide it. How cute is that? So, and if you want to cut this shorter, you can. You know, it doesn't have to be this long. Just maybe make it even. Okay. And then all you're going to do is take the end of your scarf. Okay. Then you're just going to take the end of your scarf and you're going to put this hook right through here on the very tip. You're going to just take your 2 strands, pull it through like that. Actually, yeah, you can just pull it through. And then you're going to, how am I going to do this? Go through here where you put that first piece of yarn, like that. And then you're going to take this piece. I know it seems complicated, but you can connect it whichever way you feel comfortable. I just feel like I want to make it somewhat secure and put it in here like that. Just kind of tighten it up. And then what you're going to have to do is weave it back through here. So can you see where this is? So maybe go back in here, through here. I didn't say this part was easy. And I just want to make sure that it's tied nice and tight. So I'm just kind of wrapping it in here. And actually you don't really want to make it too noticeable. So I would just, however you can do this, okay? So that's up to you, however you want to connect it. So I just need to tie these and weave them into this little area right here. Oh, I can do this. Okay, so I could pull them both through. Of course, if you want to wash this, it's going to be a little tricky because you know how the ends get all frayed on a pom-pom or a tassel. Okay, there we go. Pull them through. And just adjust it. Maybe cut those. There's your little tassel. Very cute. Well, that was easy, wasn't it? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to like this video because your likes and subscribes really help to share my video with other people. I really appreciate all of my subscribers, and I know that you have a lot of choices with your channels that you choose, and I just appreciate that you would join me every time I upload a video. And if you press that subscribe button and you also hit the little bell right there, that will notify you every time I upload a new video. And I will be having some more videos for the holiday season about knitting and crocheting. So make sure that you do that. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season, and I hope to see you soon. Take care. God bless.